It's been a while, bro.
It has been a while. That it has been. New year, new me. New year, new us.
Almost, yeah, almost.
So that's why.
What's your resolution? Is this?
My resolution is to get away from you a little bit more.
Okay,
bud.
that's solid because that was one on my list about you. Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys, welcome back to Italian Football TV. As Michael was just saying, it has been a while since we've been here, but there's been some crazy news in the transfer market. We want to get back to our roots. We want to get back to these videos. I feel like every time we do one, we say the same thing.
I know, right?
We got one coming right now. Toronto FC is I think they're trying to get into Serie A or something. They are trying to buy up every Italian player. The big news coming today with Lorenzo Insigne, a rumor that we've heard for quite some time. Now, finally, Sky Italia and Gianluca Di Marzio are saying that Insigne is close, not official. He is close to accepting an offer from Toronto FC in the MLS. Mega deal, 11.5 million euros a season guaranteed, 4.5 million in bonuses, 5-year contract. Should he accept, he would not be leaving right now. He would not be there for the beginning of the season in March. He would go after the season with Napoli. Michael, I know you were not a believer in this story for quite some time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this news that he could potentially be going to MLS?
I mean, this was haunting us for the past few months, saying a lot of people denying it. It's not going to happen. But, dude, it's a very tempting offer. 30 years old, triple his salary plus bonuses. More than triple. It's insane. Him going to a new league where he can potentially be like Giovinco, like the king of Toronto over there.
It's over 3 times his base salary, and that's without including bonuses.
It's insane.
It's kind of funny because when you were talking about Insigne, you were saying that you never thought he would go. You didn't think that he was going to do this. You were very much on the opposite camp, and now you're starting to rationalize why he could go. And I know for Napoli fans out there, number one, they're not fully believing it yet. They want to see if he actually does accept. And I'm kind of torn on this. Of course, I never like seeing our star players leave Serie A. It's just something personally that I never like to see. But I will admit, I do understand where Insigne is coming from. He's turning 31 come this summer. He is at a certain stage in his career that he has this ability to make a lot of money, not just for his family, but his kids, the next generations. They're set up for life. And I know people say, he's already making $4 million at Napoli, but this is a different amount of money for 5 years. It's 60 million euros guaranteed.
Generational
and
wealth.
I will never judge somebody like that. It's a lot better as well because he's going to Toronto. It's a city that I really love because of the amount of people that we've been able to meet from Toronto. The Italian Canadians, they are so passionate about their football, about their sport. And I know that this could become big just like Giovinco was. So selfishly, I like it because he'd be close to home. And I know we're going to fly out to Toronto and go to a lot of these games. And I do love seeing that come. And last thing that I would say, this is why I don't fault him. He wanted to stay at Napoli. He told Napoli, give me 5 million euros to renew. De Laurentiis said no. He said 3.5 million. So you got 3.5 million compared to 12 million base. I do not fault the guy. It's his decision, and I think it's fair enough.
No, I think you said it perfectly, and it does seem like he's closer to saying yes than saying no. So I think we get start talking a little bit about more, and also for the people in Toronto, start getting those season tickets.
Get ready, get the fireworks ready. We will see you there, BMO Field, right?
BMO, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy welcome if it does happen.
And he might not be the only one that's joining us.
That's right.
Now, Andrea Belotti is also being linked with a move. The two parties, they've been in contact. It's nowhere near as advanced as Lorenzo Insigne. This is coming from Di Marzio himself. They want to bring the Italian duo, the European champions, both to Canada, both to the MLS. They're ready to offer Belotti a renewal that's greater than the one that's currently on table for him at Torino. Reminder, come June 2022, this summer, he is off of a renewal. He no longer has a contract with Torino. He is a free agent. And they're even talking about, and this is not news from today, but even Giovinco as a potential return. Now, if we would get 2 or even 3 of these, that would be phenomenal. The Italians are just taking over in Toronto.
Dude, what's going on there?
I love it.
There was a funny tweet. They were saying, what are they trying to do? Get promoted to Serie A or something?
Last thing, some people are saying that Mancini, this is a shame because We're going into a World Cup year, and he should be able to be available for the team. The one thing that I'll say about this, number one, we need to qualify for the World Cup, first of all. Number two, El Shaarawy was playing in China, and Mancini still called him up. So I do not see a problem with Insigne being in MLS and not getting called up. Let's keep talking about the rest of the clubs in Italy. Yeah. Scamacca has been linked with the move to Juventus. Not the most reliable report. It's coming from Gazzetta. Gazzetta's been very hit or miss. They fall in for me as like a reputable newspaper that I watch out for. But we talk about it as just a possibility for January. Do you believe that's Juventus have a striker problem? They have a serious striker problem.
For sure.
They're looking at Scamacca, who's 22 years old. He's clearly shown a lot of raw talent and that he can potentially have skills to be even Italy's next number 9. Do you think he is the player that Juventus need in January to fix the attack problem?
I definitely think he can help. I've been talking about Scamacca a little bit, and I've been annoying everyone with how much I like to see him.
I told you about Scamacca.
That is incorrect. But I feel like what I do like about him, Marco, he has a potential to be a complete striker in terms of he's strong, tall, he can do headers, score with both feet. But on top of all that, I feel like he has that killer instinct. Being so young and not scared to take on his opponent, I feel like that's the most desirable thing about him. And if he can grow into that, because this is like a breakthrough season for him at Sassuolo, if he could do some damage, not saying he's going to live up to expectation. Like I said, it's still very early, but I do think Juve could use a player like that, especially a young Italian that could grow on with a team.
You know, I'm not so sure. I definitely have been impressed with his ability at Sassuolo.
Okay.
I would like to see him stay at Sassuolo for another 6 months and see how he becomes. 40 million, it's still a high price tag.
It's a steep amount.
For a kid that, I see the talent. But I also want to see how his mind is. I don't know him as a person. I don't know how he trains. I don't know some of these things. And the only problem is when Juventus try to look at the market, I know Vlahovic is the dream, but Vlahovic for 80 million, there's no team in Serie A that can afford him. So Scamacca might be the low-cost alternative who could turn into a Vlahovic. But for me, it's still TBD if he can be that player. Let's talk about Vlahovic. He's not expected to leave in January.
Good news.
Nobody really has 70 million, 80 million to spend right now. No, nobody in Italy. That's 100%. They're saying the only team was really Arsenal. He does not want to go to Arsenal. He wants to wait until June. He wants to wait until the summer to get a really good offer and go to a team that will fight in the Champions League. So we'll keep you updated on that. They also signed Insigne from Lille. He's an attacking player, 15 million euros with a 15% of future sale on him. This player, I'll be honest, I don't know him. I've heard a lot of great things about him. It could be extremely interesting. A trio of Nico Gonzalez, Vlahovic, and Insigne. Fiorentina, if you have not watched Fiorentina this season, I feel bad for you. Make sure you go watch Fiorentina. If you are in the United States, you can watch Fiorentina and every other Serie A team and Champions League, Europa League, Conference League on Paramount Plus. Guys, the link is in the description right now. They have been our premium sponsor. They are pushing IFTV forward. We got some big plans with Paramount Plus. Thanks to Paramount Plus. A video of a dream that maybe might be coming soon enough.
Cross your fingers.
Guys, if you want to help support IFTV and help support Paramount Plus, use the link in our description. Only that one. Only use the one in our description and download Paramount Plus to watch Serie A and to watch Champions League in the United States. More news. Salernitana has about 3 days till they have to sell their club. We made a tweet that maybe we should start a GoFundMe. If anybody in the comment section wants to skip lunch one day, maybe we could all just chip in and get Salernitana.
That could be a cool thing to do, right?
It's a beautiful place. Salerno.
I've never been, but I've heard great stuff. They got the cured meats over there, so another thing.
First thing that you think about is food.
Wow, what
first thing I think about football.
That goes hand in hand.
Just messing with you. Mike, who's the guy that Roma signed that you knew about?
Well, they didn't sign him yet, but they aren't interested. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, so don't roast me in the comments. I think it's Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So apparently Mourinho is very fond of him. They're thinking about getting him for a 6-month loan and trying to get him with an option to buy.
Where's he come from?
From Arsenal. So apparently he's a youngster. I don't really know too much about him. So he's a midfielder too. I don't know too much about him. But, if Mourinho wants him, I'm sure he doesn't. He's not called a special one for no reason.
Our buddy Sam, who follows Arsenal, he said that he's a very versatile player. He could play in various different positions in that midfield, and he said that he thinks that he would do well.
He needs
Serie A.
minutes, though. He said. Yeah.
Let's see. Take it for what it's worth. I never like really talking about players that I don't know about and I haven't watched. Just my 2 cents in it. Jeremy Boga is on a move to Atalanta. This is a move that I actually really love. Atalanta usually doesn't miss with their transfers. Boga was a player that really broke out a couple of seasons ago for Sassuolo. He was one of your favorite players. I remember you constantly talking about him. Since then, though, he has dipped. And it's pretty clear that Dionisi does not have him in his plans. Gasperini is foaming at the mouth at the prospect of another attacking player. And I think he can be really good for Atalanta. The range they're saying is between like that 28... not 28. 22 to 25 million euro range. And my only big hope is that there's very few chances that Atalanta miss.
That's true. But the only thing I'm scared about, he is that Atalanta player, quick, nimble, knows how to do those little tricks, is he was never the same after coming back from that injury. That's the only thing that scares me. Before his injury, dude, he was a magician. He was beating his players, breaking their ankles, scoring. He's so fast. So
you're saying he's going to be a failure at Atalanta?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he hasn't gotten the same amount of minutes as before his injury, and he hasn't looked the same ever since he's been playing. Raspadori took his spot at Sassuolo. He's not a starter anymore.
You don't feel confident?
I don't know, but Gasperini has been doing magic the past few years. If anyone could do it, I think he's the man.
Fair enough. He is the man. Yeah. Milan are looking to sign a center back this January. Obviously, they've been on the lookout for a little while since Kier has been injured. Right. They're looking at this kid from PSG. His name is Abdou Diallo. I honestly, again, he's another guy that I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. It will depend on his price tag for him. If anyone in the comment section does know about him, this is the player that Milan is trying to sign. Yes, you can watch videos about him. I've watched some videos, but it's always hard to say. And even I spoke to some friends that watch a little bit more of the French league, and they weren't too familiar with him. Guys, last thing, we have a 40% off all of our calcio merch on our site, ItalianFootballTV.com. You have until January 2nd to get in on the sale. Guys, go hard with this. We appreciate everyone who always supports, who's always sending pictures, all of the people that hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas, all the people that received calcio gear for Christmas. We love seeing you. Tweet us, story it, Instagram story it, everything, all that good stuff. And we'll get to you soon. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this transfer video. Comment down below your thoughts. Which move are you most excited for? And if you could have one dream signing for your team, I want to know the team, and I want to know which player. What would be your dream signing and for what team?
My dream signing for what team? Oh, boy. I would bring Pogba, and I'd bring him as a substitute at Inter just to swap him out.
What the hell's wrong with
just
you?
So you
want the team to be the league to be balanced out, and then you give the Inter the champions of Italy the best player.
I probably get a striker for Napoli who need one right now. Yeah.
Showing his true colors. Guys, as always, make sure you like the video, comment below, subscribe, and as always, we'll talk to you soon.
And let us know if you want us to keep doing these videos, because I like doing them. That was good, right? Yeah, good. Please tell me I recorded that. Shut the hell up. Stupid. Stupid.
It was on mute.
Stupid.
The thing is not.
Stupid. Stupid.
The mic is.
What do you mean it's not going? Yo, I fucking see your stupid smile. Just press stop. I like it's like, let me change it up so it's not the same.